Okay, let's design some celestial bodies, starting with a couple of stars. The first one is a red giant, which is an elderly star with low to medium mass, and I want this to look, I'm only going to have one layer, so I won't bother naming it, but I want this to look really hot, so I'm going to put a yellow colour at the centre. So I'll open the centre colour editor and set the hue to a yellow colour, which is around 60. That's close enough. So that starts to look hotter. Now I want this to have a fairly hard edge. We can use the opacity curve to give it either a soft edge or, as we increase it, a hard edge. So around about 70 looks good. And then if we back up a bit and have a look, that's our red giant. So the next one I want to make is a white dwarf, which is an even older kind of star. Also just the one layer, I won't bother naming it. So I want a white colour at the centre and a white colour at the edge. So if I drop the saturation right down to 0, that gives us grayscale, and then the value determines whether it's black, grey, white. So maximum lightness, minimum saturation, that gives us a white colour. And now we do the same at the edge. Hue doesn't matter if saturation's at 0. And then give it a hard edge, just give it a maximally hard edge. Drop the size down, it's supposed to be a white dwarf, it's supposed to be a small star. And so this is the difference between the size. There's your red giant, there's your white dwarf. That could go a lot smaller, of course. So I've seen pictures of, let me get ready the adorner. I've seen pictures with a bit of blue at the edge, so let's give it a bit of blue, but of course if I change the hue to blue, around about 240, won't have any effect if there's no saturation. So I'll bring saturation up to about 20 or so. So it's got a bit of a blue glow, so without the saturation, without the blue, that's what it looks like. With the blue, it looks like that. And from a distance, red giant, white dwarf.